Hello everyone, my name is Irini Agathagalo and I'm one of the therapists at Stabilis Treatment Centre. Today I've been given the honour of being able to interview one of my past patients that was admitted into Stabilis. He was admitted into Stabilis for rehabilitation for drug abuse. He completed his program. I'm so proud. He completed his program, and yes, he's now a recovering drug addict. So I've been given the opportunity to have an interview with my patient, and yes, let's see how he's doing. Okay, so we're recording. Okay, welcome, Quentin. Thank you so much for being willing to do this interview with us today. Okay, so I'm going to start off. For the first question, Quentin, will you be willing just to introduce yourself, please?
Okay, I'm Quentin Vicente, and I'm a recovering drug addict.
Okay, thank you. Okay, what was the substance that you were addicted to? What was the substance that you were using?
The substances that I was using was cat and crystal meth, but crystal meth was just for a short period of time.
Okay, right. When did you start abusing the substance?
Well, the crystal meth I started abusing last year. That was November 2020.
Yes.
And then a cat I started using at the age of 24. But there was a break in between, so yeah, this was kind of a relapse, if you can call it that.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. How did it happen that you came to Stabilis? How did it happen that you were admitted into Stabilis?
Okay, so basically, I used a lot of drugs, a lot of crystal meth, and I started becoming a different kind of person. I didn't care about myself. I didn't care about my job, stuff like that. And one of my friends actually saw what was going on, and they introduced me to the facility, and I booked myself in, and yeah.
Okay, great, thanks. What were your fears before coming into Stabilis? What were you afraid of?
My biggest fear was obviously I have drug abuse. The biggest fear was, would they be able to help me? Because I was under a lot of depression and anxious, and I just wanted to, that was my biggest fear.
Okay, all right. Okay, what were your first impressions when you came into Stabilis?
So basically, when I walked into Stabilis, it was very friendly and comforting. The staff actually made me feel very relaxed. And I felt I was in good hands. I could relax and take my mind off of that bit of that it was bad people. It's actually not as bad as what people think. So yeah.
Okay, great, great. What was your favorite part of the treatment program here at Stabilis? What was something that you learned?
My favorite part was that we actually worked for me on a personal note was the group therapies. And what we like to call it, once we didn't have classes anymore or therapy in the classes, we called it stoop therapy. So it was basically all of us were friends and we had stoop therapies. It was people that can relate, because not always the people that are working at Stabilis know our situation. They don't know firsthand what it's like. And the stoop therapy was really good for us, or for me. And yeah, I made a lot of good friends inside, and I use them day to day to get to see if they're good, if I'm good. And also the stoop therapy, group therapy is really just a big bonus for me. What I've taken away from here, what I've learned is there's so much more to life than drugs and alcohol. Yes, it's like have a nice time and have a drink now and then if you really want to, but don't overindulge and look what you're doing to yourself.
Yeah.
Take it from me. Drugs is no. Yeah, that's what I've learned is it's not worth it, and time is not your friend.
Yes.
It's not your friend. So whatever you lose while doing things like that, you're not going to get it back again, I can promise you that.
Okay, great. So if I'm hearing you correctly, you say something that you've learned is that time isn't on your side. And even in those moments where you think that's innocently using, whether it be alcohol or drugs or medication, that in the end that it won't be worth it. So even if it's just a moment or if it's a year, it's time that you won't be able to get back.
Yes, absolutely. Time isn't your friend, and you can fix it. You can fix it, but you can't run away from it. It will never. But you can fix it. It's not the end.
Yes.
There is always a solution.
Yes.
There is always a way to fix it. So.
Okay, great. And it's very interesting to me to hear about you getting a lot out of group therapy. That is something that, yes, as a therapist, it's hopefully so. But it's interesting to hear how much the STIP therapy helped. That's normally when you guys, as you say, when you're done with your treatment program, you all go sit on the stoep with a cup of coffee, and a lot that is shared there. I'm very happy to hear that was also something that really helped you.
No, it does help, because with a therapist you have to be kind of professional.
Okay, yes.
But in the STIP therapy you can be a little bit more dirty, you know. So you can, yeah.
Yes, a bit more yourself, if you could say.
Yeah, that's it.
Great. Okay. So when you were done with your treatment program, Quinton, how did you feel when you had to leave Stabilis?
I can tell you, I was feeling very, very anxious. I was scared that I might go back to my old ways, but I was very positive for the first time in about 6 months. So yeah, I was very positive, and I'm doing very well today. I'm very positive about life. Always trying to push myself to do better. Yeah, so I was anxious and scared, and I still am. It's not going to go away in a second, but they have taught me tools, and the tools I do use daily, and it helps me a lot.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what I felt when I left.
Okay, great. Okay. Quinton, do you have any message for someone that's maybe thinking of starting to use a substance, even though they think it may be very innocent? Do you have a message that you would like to give them?
Okay, I do have a message. If you would like to stop, I'd first like to say step one, well done to whoever has realized that they have a problem. That's your first part of recovery, is realizing that you have a problem. And yes, so I'd like to say well done to anybody that realizes that while watching this, maybe. What I would like to say as well is, if you feel that you would like to do it, if you can't get hold of a cent or anything, speak to a loved one, somebody that you know cares about you, and they can help you. But you have to let somebody help you. You cannot be helped if you don't want to be helped. That's a very big key, because otherwise you're just going to come here and do nothing, and you're going to go fall back onto whatever. But if you want to help yourself, help yourself. Yes, I would recommend that you come to Stabilis if you don't have anybody to talk to. Come to Stabilis, and I promise you they will be more than willing to help you in an instant. I was here, I came in, and they left me in 2 minutes. But I think there isn't anybody that cares. That's my message. There is people that care. Just don't think everybody's against you, and you can always fix anything.
Okay, great, thanks. So I hear, and it's very important what you said, the fact that when somebody realizes the fact that they need help, that alone is such a big step. And realizing that you start realizing that, okay, maybe you do need help, and realizing that it can be very stressful. And you said that you would recommend that they come to Stabilis.
Yes.
Okay. Or get help
it is a very big thing, especially with a drug addict. It's a very, very big thing to take that step, to admit that there is something wrong with you. Once you're on that, your mind is not in a good focus. You do not think about tomorrow, you're thinking about today. Yes. And to realize that you need help, the best thing that can happen to you, and then you just have to push yourself to do it.
Yes. Okay, great. Thank you. So Quentin, since you have been discharged from Stabilis, what help has Stabilis made available to you?
Okay, so basically the Stabilis has a group on a Monday called the Survivor Group. And basically what it is previous patients that were in Survivor, and they come and we have a chat, and there's no set topic in the group. We can have a laugh on Monday and everybody can still relate. So if you feel you need to talk to somebody after, it's there. It's not like you come here and you've done your program and you're not welcome again. They welcome you in again, and you can actually come and sit and chat to people. They also have a WhatsApp group that you can be put on if you need somebody at 2 o'clock in the morning, usually the time when your brain's overworking. There's always somebody to help you. So that's the services they offer afterwards. Yeah, and your therapists are always available if you need to talk to them. So yes, they've got a lot of aftercare, if you can call it that.
Okay, so when you left Stabilis, you didn't feel that you were abandoned or that you were left all by yourself. I hear that you say that you've been receiving a lot of support, even though you've completed your program from Stabilis.
Yes, yes, of course. But you also must remember, you also have to put it in. You also have to do your part. It's not going to just. They're not going to just. You have to show them, and they will show back.
Yes. Okay. Great. Okay, Quentin, and then I just wanted to ask, do you have any last messages for the people out there, or for the people that are watching this interview? Any last words that you may have for them? Any last advice that you may want to give?
Yeah, if you do have a problem, get help as soon as you can. Like I said previously, time is not your friend. There is always somebody that loves you. And do know you are here for a reason if you're watching it. And also know that God does love you. Don't think He doesn't, because He does.
Yes. Okay, great, Quentin. So from our side at Stabilis, I would just like to really thank you and congratulate you for how far you've come. Thank you so much for being willing to do this interview. Not only does it help us, but anybody that does need help that is watching this video, I think this will just be that motivational step for them to seek help, that you said that they should just phone Stabilis and book themselves in, and they will get the help that they receive. So from our side, thank you so much for doing this. And yes, we wish you luck in the future. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks. Okay, so that's everything from my side. I would just like everybody, I'd like to thank everybody for watching this video, for taking the time to watch this video. Again, the message that was portrayed within this video is, if you do need help, or you think that you do need help, please don't hesitate to contact Stabilis Treatment Center. Yes, we're there for you. We're willing to help you, and even when you complete your treatment program, we don't leave or abandon you. We're there for you throughout your recovery process. Yes, so thank you again for watching. That is all from my side. Please remember to like and subscribe with all our social media platforms. And yes, have a lovely day further. Thanks. Bye-bye.